Well, so... Why shall have...
Do you ever wish you were, you could do anything? Anything?
Hey guys, remember that kid? That's me now.
Look at him now.
Yeah. Wine and lip time. Cheers.
Oh, that was very piercing.
Crisp. Oh,
Crisp is the right word.
Crisp is the right word.
That is correct.
Welcome back to another episode of
Wine
and lip time.
I went silent.
Like when you're singing in a group.
Yeah.
When you're
my
forced
God.
to sing and you go,
Every time in choir
yeah.
through primary school, I always mouth the words, never sang. You know, she works with me.
You know, we see each other like every day of the week.
Yeah.
That's why we're not like, so how have you been? Because I'm like, bitch, I saw you yesterday.
I've seen you all week. And then we still, like, literally, we go to, like, the neighbours of the shop, and they're like, what are you guys doing on your day off tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna see her. And they were like, you see each other every day. And I was like, and? Anyway, welcome. We have, our usual space is under construction at the moment. Yes. So this is Brianna's room.
Need to preface again, the show is purely entertainment, not educational.
Yeah.
And if you haven't heard us before or watched us before or seen whatever you do, we here like to talk about myths and drink wine. That's about
That's it. That's the whole premise.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's literally in the title. And we don't do it in like a historic kind of like, in the beginning.
In the beginning. We've just recently read all of Akatar.
Oh yeah.
And all the memes that came from it. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Favorite.
In the beginning.
But yeah, so that's us. I'll be telling the stories. You've never heard the stories before. You react to them. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide.
The only story I can kind of remember is we went to the museum once together. And we saw a statue guy with snakes and like other people, and she just went on a whole spiel, and I kid you not, I just walked away. I was like, nice.
Yeah, cool. Because I just rambled on like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
And it's like, oh, that looks pretty in there. Let's go.
It's so fair though. Do you know what I actually found out recently as well? That I failed classics.
And now we're doing this?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah. I don't test well though. That's my thing. But I did like Pompeii.
Oh my God.
I did like learning about Pompeii.
I loved learning about Pompeii.
Yeah, that was
Year
cool.
6. Learned all about it. Been obsessed. I just recently learned, like, because you know how, like, the whole village obviously were affected.
Yeah.
But I just learned about, I can't remember what it's called, but, like, these little arches on the waterfront, and people were waiting for boats to rescue them.
Really?
Yeah, and all their remains are still there in Pompeii.
Why did they not jump in the water? Why did they not jump in the water?
Maybe the water was hot. I don't know.
Oh, it could have been hot.
Who knows?
I don't know.
We weren't there.
Wait, we weren't?
No.
Oh, crazy. I could have thought we were there.
Wish I could, like, time travel and just, like, be, like, a fly on the wall
Yeah.
for things. Not like Back to the Future where they're involved with everything.
Yeah.
But, like, be like a little fly.
Like, watch everyone die, you know? That
See
would
how
be so good.
see how the pyramids are made.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, my boyfriend just said to me the other day, I hope we figure it out before we die.
What do you mean? We kind of have figured it out.
But there's so many theories.
Yeah. And we'll never ever know.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. I was like, sorry, hun.
We will never know.
We're never gonna know.
Let's get into our subject.
Yeah.
So, originally I was going to do Odysseus, but I feel like that deserves like a whole big thing. I think that deserves like maybe an episode 10 kind of situation. And I think we need to have Whitney here with us.
Yes.
Or Ellie, or like one of the other girls with us, because Odysseus, 10 out of 10, banger story, my favorite. And it's good now that people are knowing about it because they're epic. You know, the little tell me now who's Penelope.
Oh, right.
She's my wife.
I was thinking of, is it Epic? The animation where they're like little like fairies and they like sit on birds and go to war and
Is
stuff.
that what it's called? I remember that. Yeah.
Is that called Epic? Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that movie.
Oh my goodness.
It deserved more.
Yeah, they all do, honestly. Amanda Seyfried was in it. Seyfried.
No, that's probably why I like it.
Yeah, Beyonce?
Beyonce. Oh yeah,
Beyonce.
No, she's the flower queen.
Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide.
What?
Dolly.
Pitbull. Dolly.
Dolly.
Dolly. Pitbull, what are you doing here?
Who is he?
He's Buffalo.
Is he a slug?
Yeah.
He's a slug.
A frog.
He's a frog.
He's a frog. Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Sorry.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, Pitbull was an epic.
Yeah. Yeah, and Beyonce.
I knew Beyonce was in it because she's like the flower queen.
Yeah. So today, we are going to tell the story of Eros and Psyche.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. It's a love story. And I won't tell you if it ends nicely or badly.
Was that in Chaos? That show? Have you seen Chaos?
Might have been. I can't remember. Who played them? It's not the main love story. But yeah, no, it's not. That's another story I'm going to tell. But this story is it's a love story. And I won't say more. I don't want to spoil it because I feel like every time I've said like more, you've been like, oh, they die, and I'm like, fuck. Like when I said the original motherfucker for Oedipus, and you're like, oh, so he fucks his mum. So I was like, fuck,
which is so obvious. Like, come on.
I ruined it, so I'm not gonna say more. Okay. I'm not going to say more, but
you're going to tell me more anyway, so
yeah, exactly. We're going to learn more together.
Yeah. Is there a quiz today?
There is a quiz.
Okay. I don't have anybody with me to look at.
They are a little hard, especially now that you're drinking wine. Yeah. I want you to get fucked up. Get absolutely fucking mortal. Get absolutely fucking mortal.
Mortal.
Alright. Do you know what? When I was younger, I was like, oh my god, I so want there to be a New Zealand version of this. Now I'm like, thank God.
Thank God we don't.
Thank God. Imagine if I went on that.
You'd be rich though. If it did well.
Yeah. Maybe.
But they did Geordie Shore Down Under.
Down Under.
Down Under.
Awaya.
Awaya.
Do you remember when I met Aaron?
Yeah. Such a flex. Such a flex.
Not really, because like what I failed to tell people is that I paid for it.
It was just a meet and greet.
Yeah.
You could tell. Because it was like the backdrop and everything.
Oh my god, embarrassing. At Bar 101 of all places.
Yeah. For those who know.
Yeah.
Bar 101.
Disgusting. But I was 18 at the time, so.
Yeah. You were just a young little whippersnapper.
I was a little baby.
You were a little baby, me.
Aaron.
What is his last name?
Aaron Geordie Shore. Okay, alright. Let's get into the quiz.
Okay.
Okay, so. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Give me a minute. Yeah.
Okay, you might need to pick that back up again because you're never going to get this.
Yeah. Okay.
That was very aggressive. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
This is almost like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and
Yeah.
I'm picturing the options.
Okay.
Dun,
What?
dun.
What is the Roman version of our Greek god Eros?
I don't even know if there's. I don't even know the Roman gods.
You'd know this one. You probably don't know that he's Roman though.
So, question again, please.
What is the Roman version of our Greek god Eros? Think love.
Eros. Athena? No, she's war, isn't she?
She is also Greek.
Cupid.
Bitch! What the fuck?
I knew it!
Bitch! Yes! Damn it! Okay.
Underestimate me. Bitch.
Damn it! Oh.
The hints worked.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
did think like that was a bit unfair being like Roman and then like you know sorry, just
I would not never guess it.
but to be fair, love is very broad.
But I knew it.
Damn, I'm gonna have a second sip for that.
A little baby with wings and a little
In
bow
this
and
case,
arrow.
in this case, you're not a little baby because that's pedophilia.
Wait, he shoots the arrow and makes
Yeah,
people love each
yeah.
other.
But in this
But they
case,
don't
it's
love
not a
him.
little baby because that's
Oh,
yeah.
he's part of the story.
Yeah, the story's
He's a
Eros
grown
and
ass man
Psyche.
who's in his 40s and wears a nappy.
Why 40s?
Because he's a grown ass man.
It's actually Pedro Pascal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's.
I was
that's
kind of
Cupid.
like picturing the guy off Tangled, but like I know he's like way older.
I don't think he. Oh, is he? But so is Pedro. I think Pedro's 50.
Pedro's kind of hot.
He's kind of fine.
He's kind of fine.
He's kind of fine. Question number 2. Okay, this one you're not gonna get. This one I'm not gonna give you a hint for.
Mm-hmm.
What ability does the goddess Zephyr? Oh my god, I even like went through and practiced this and I've forgotten now. Zephyrus have? What ability does the goddess Zephyrus have?
Is it to do with love? Ability.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like wild? Is it a wild ability? Like,
Ooh,
is
that's
it
a good question.
Is it something that like it's not so like mundane, like making people fall in love or
No, yeah,
making people like controlling people type of thing? Is
No,
it something like
it's something
crazy?
It's not crazy, but it's very specific. And it's outside. It's
Nature.
an outside thing.
Nature.
Final answer?
Yeah. What is it?
It's the wind. The west wind.
I was so close. What the fuck?
It's like a gentle and kind wind, like spring coming in. But not this kind of wind. We're in a storm at the moment.
Yeah, hence why we're comfy
Cyclone.
cozy with our blankies and our pillows.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a wind. Drink, bitch. Next question. What is Psyche meant to represent?
Is it like your psyche? Like your actual like psychic psyche?
Final answer?
What is it called?
Mentality?
Yeah.
Your
Psyche.
no.
Your psyche.
Wah, wah.
What is she called?
Your soul.
Close enough. I'll drink to it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
I was close though. Something within yourself.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
hey,
you
hey,
got
hey,
there.
hey.
And Cupid was a very good one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
I thought I was gonna get you for all of them, but you got one.
I proved you wrong. And I was so close to both the other answers.
Yeah, so
You
were.
must admit.
You were.
Nature.
Yeah. And then the mind. Very close. Okay, I'll give you that. Cheers to that. We'll drink to that. And I drink to that.
I was going to carry that on, but I can't remember for the love of me.
It's just when you go. Once upon a time.
Yes. In a land far, far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a land far, far away. There was a kingdom with 3 daughters. They were stunning. They were 4. They were stunning. Like the most beautiful. 2 of them actually were the most beautiful mortals like in the lands, but one of them was like beyond anything. They were like stunning, like goddess level.
Is it like
stunning.
Medusa?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Medusa was like, what? She was
yeah.
boing!
Yeah,
she's boing!
It's like that tier.
Yeah.
Of like beautiful.
Like supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
symmetrical.
Like Adriana Lima. Beautiful. No?
Who?
I'm trying to think of like who's like a standard beautiful woman. I can't think of anything. Like a man's choice, Margot Robbie. Yeah, like men would fawn over that kind of beautiful. She is beautiful, but like you know
gorgeous.
what I mean.
She's got so many doppelgangers though.
Yeah. So this daughter, her name was Psyche.
Psyche.
And people would come all around the world to come like just view her, to like admire her and see her beauty, to the point where like those people just stopped thinking about the actual goddess of love. They're like, ugh, fuck that bitch, we got one that we can see. Yeah.
Fair.
So of course the gods are like, they hate when that happens. So, you know, good old Aphrodite, good old Fifi, she was like, hang the fuck on. All these men have abandoned my temple. Like, it's like cobwebs up in this bitch. Absolutely not. So she went to her son, Eros, aka Cupid, and was like, look, I need you to find the most vile, disgusting looking man and like make her fall in love with him, because he can like shoot the little pew pew.
Yeah,
and then
little bot.
Yeah,
bro.
And then make him fall in love. So yeah, think of like that most disgusting vile man ever. Eros was like, okay, sure, let me do that. I love you, mummy. I'll do anything for you, mum. Mama's boy. What can you say?
Mummy dearest.
Mummy dearest, I'll do anything for you. Also, super powerful goddess, but hey, potato.
Mummy dearest, no problem.
That's how mamas, the mums of mama boys feel anyway. So
yeah.
So, I'm in like a real hateful mood today. I'm really sorry. Sincere apologies, but I'm not sorry. Fuck him. Of course, he agreed. And then he went over and saw her beauty, the most beautiful girl in all the land, and was like, wow, so overcome by it. Some sources say he pricked himself.
I was gonna say, I was gonna call that. He was like, damn girl, you're fun. Oops.
He was like looking and then just went.
Yeah, so now I understand why you were like, he's not a baby. He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a man.
He's a man.
This
will be a very different story if that was the case. So contrary to... Yeah.
He pricked himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, contrary to popular belief, Psyche actually hated all the attention from men. I say contrary.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah. I was going to say contrary to popular belief, but, like, no, it's true. No beautiful woman likes attention like that. They don't.
No. You're so loud. Girl, you're so loud.
We've got a special guest. Why are you sitting like
Stop
that?
looking at me like that!
Yeah, so no beautiful girl is ever happy to have attention like that. And no one was trying to, like, ask for her hand in marriage or fall in love or anything.
They just like to gawk and stare.
Yeah, literally just
not
staring.
A vibe.
Yeah.
Not a vibe.
And so she was watching her sisters, like, get married, fall in love, like, become,
and
like,
she wanted
queens.
that.
Yeah, of course. So she was just very, you know, Nyla, Yeah, Nyla agrees. She's like, yeah.
Nobody. Yeah, you live there, don't you? It's your life.
Yeah. But yeah, she saw that, and it was just, she was really, depressed and sad throughout the whole thing. And so her father, the king, bless his soul, he was like, right, I need to help her out somehow. So, do you know what he does? He goes to a certain someone. Do you remember who? The one that everyone goes to?
Oh, the, who was it? The, fortune teller lady.
Yeah,
What are they called?
the Oracle.
The Oracle
of
Nyla.
Delphi.
Why didn't you tell me that?
She went to the Oracle of Delphi. And
you didn't tell me that.
Nyla, what
you
the
guessed,
hell?
You guessed wrong.
You should know this, Nyla. So of course he went to the Oracle of Delphi, and she was like, yeah, nah, boy, she's screwed. She said that she's gonna marry a winged serpent.
Like a snake.
Yeah. Or yeah, like a winged serpent who's that's fed even by the gods. And that in order to meet him, she needs to be sent to a rocky mountain, middle of nowhere, in mourning clothes. So like funeral blacks situation, like Nyla colored clothing. Girl,
she's so loud.
Okay, she's off. She's out.
She's gone.
So when they got told all of this, of course you can't disobey the gods. So they were like, right, well, we got to send our daughter to death, pretty much. Yeah. Well, in mourning clothes, like black, like, surely they would have thought she's gone as. And like marrying a winged serpent.
Hold on. I feel like this is still the Oracle.
The Oracle said that.
She was going to marry a serpent.
And that in order to meet the serpent,
and so
they need to send her to the rocky mountainside in mourning clothes. Like more like...
Oh, right.
Yeah,
so she's dressed in black.
Yeah. And so the king, distraught, but he can't disobey the gods. So he was like, okay, go.
Be gone.
Yeah, be gone. And then they locked themselves in their tower and cried.
Fair enough.
That's the end of this. No, I'm kidding.
No, she married that serpent. They had lovely babies.
Yeah, exactly. So she was left there up on that hill, sad, scared, everything, until our girl Zephyrus, the wind, lifted her up with a gentle breeze until she landed on a bed of flowers and was put to sleep to like stop the pain or like help the pain. And then when she woke up, she's standing in front of this huge palace, massive, beautiful palace. And she was like, I don't know, like, is this safe? Is this, what's going on? And then she hears a voice being like, this is all for you. So she goes in and she's greeted like, be our guest style. Be our guest, put our service to the test. But not actual dishes, it's just like invisible things going on. But she gets dinner made, she has a nice hot bath, she has all the luxuries. She's like, damn, this is amazing. And then she goes to...
Amazing.
It's amazing.
So amazing.
So amazing. Yeah. And then she goes to bed and she hears someone come into the room. In pitch black. And she felt at ease and she realized Nyla. So she's about to hit the camera stand. She felt at ease and she realized this is her husband. So she felt safe.
But the snake person.
Yeah.
Or the beast. Is this like Beauty and the Beast?
Well, she doesn't know because she can't see him. And she doesn't see him. And because he's...
Is he a ghost?
He's very... Yeah.
Or is he like a tiny little snake with like wings?
You don't know.
Little serpent?
You don't know. And I mean, he wants her to trust him. So he's like, you cannot see what I look like. So they smashed, of course. And then...
Okay.
yeah, in the dark. Paper bag on
she
head.
couldn't see him?
No! She has no idea what he looks like.
So she fucked a ghost?
Yeah. Yeah.
Slay. Slay.
At least someone's getting it.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ciao.
yeah. And was just like sleeping with a ghost. And this happened like every day. Like she'd wake up, he was gone. She would just like do stuff around the house, have like magical, be our guest, little interactions throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And
meanwhile, him and his ghostly self, like,
yeah,
be our ghost, be our ghost.
She's
Like,
yeah,
wow, this is magical.
yeah, that's exactly how it's going.
Did he go like this with a be our guest? Oh. Be our guest. Be
Our guest. No, they weren't talking to her. She was isolated.
So just magically things just appeared for
We're
her.
singing, and then like harps were playing, and like
Oh,
there was
it's
music,
all
but no
him.
singing.
It's all him.
Yeah, and so it was good for a bit, and she ended up getting pregnant from it. Yeah, from this magical man that she has never seen. But it got to a point where she's like she was so happy, but she started getting lonely. Of course, as you would. Like, you're in a whole big palace to yourself. Like, you'd get super lonely. And so she asked her mysterious husband, hey, can my sisters come visit? And at first he was like, nah, like, I get like a bad vibe from them. You know, there's...
But how does he know them? Red flag.
Hey, I mean...
Red
well,
flag.
he was like, I've got bad juju, you know, I don't know. And so, but then he saw how like sad she was, and he was like, oh, okay, but just promise me that you're not going to listen to them. Like, they're going to try and like spread, you know, gossip and like everything around. Just don't listen to them. And she's like, okay, yeah, deal. So she got to see her sisters. Her sisters came and like hung out, and they saw where she was living, and they realized like, wow, it's this amazing palace. She's not holed up with some like gross, ugly serpent thing in like a shack of nothing. Like they started to get a bit envious. They're like, oh, okay, you get all of this,
and we get diddly squat back home,
and we just have a king. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they start like asking questions, and she's like, oh, and she can't really answer them because she doesn't really know who she's, you know, living with, sleeping with. And it got to the point where they basically were like, look, this is your prophecy. You're gonna marry this like ugly ass winged serpent man, and he is plumping you up to eat your firstborn baby. And she was like, what?
Is he a python?
Yeah, apparently. And she's like, what?
What's the one in Harry Potter?
Basilisk.
No, the other one. The other one. The one that's with like Voldemort.
Is that not a serpent?
It's a snake. It's a slippery snake.
Yeah, but that's what they thought it was.
Oh, they thought it was like a big serpent.
Like a thing that's gonna, like a monster. And so, yeah, and so she was like, right, that like sat with her, and she kept thinking about it, and she's like, no, like, I don't know who this man is. I'm sleeping with this man. I don't know who he is, and that's my prophecy. Like, I need to determine what's going on. So, they smash one night, and she waits for him to fall asleep, and then she gets a lamp, and she lights it, and she holds it up to see who her husband is. And it's the most beautiful man she's ever seen in her life. Stunning.
It's not a snake.
It's not a snake. It's like the stunning man, and she realizes it's Eros.
Cupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And as she's like gawking at this beautiful man, Like, think, who's a beautiful man? Zayn Malik.
Rysand?
It's Rysand laying in that bed.
From Akatar.
Yeah.
The books.
Oh, Zayden. So, lying in that bed, and she's gawking at him, and as she's gawking, she, like, pours a bit of the oil lamp on him.
Because she's like, wow,
yeah.
he's so attractive. Whoops.
But more like she's just looking at him, like, not even noticing this. And then it accidentally, like, goes on him, and he wakes up and sees that she's betrayed him. And he's like, I can't believe you've done this. You've betrayed our trust.
Can't believe you've done this.
Exactly that. I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah.
And betrays the trust and leaves. Gaps it. Never to be seen again. And so...
She only saw him once, though.
No, this is after a few... Oh, but she only
never saw him.
No, it was that...
But she only saw him once.
He asked her to trust him. And be like, you can't see what I look like.
And then he was like, I don't want your sisters because you can't believe them.
Yeah.
Is he a prophet?
No.
Because he just told
he a whole ass god. He a whole ass god.
Yeah.
So,
Would that make her baby a demigod?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's mortal.
Yeah. Because she's fucking mortal. Because she's fucking mortal.
Fucking mortal.
That's right. But, so, that's not even the end of it. So, he goes, leaves her. She's like, no, the love of my life. Like, she has never met someone who treats her so well and actually loves her. Not, like, gawks at her and, like, admires her and then leaves. Like, someone who loves her. And so she's like, I need to win him back. So she goes running off to, like, the goddess temples. Hello, guys. So we just realized that whole last section did not record. So I'm very sorry, but enjoy our camera quality audio. We definitely won't. But
it is what it is, bitch.
What can you do? What
Enjoy.
Can you do?
Bye.
Bye. Bye. She goes to Demeter, which is the goddess of fertility, and harvest and whatnot. And she was like, nah, not keen. She goes to Hera, which is like the queen goddess. She's like, not keen, because they know that Aphrodite, little Miss Fifi there, not a fan of Psyche. Not a fan. So they're like, we don't want to step on any toes. We don't want to start any dramas. Like, you gotta deal with it yourself.
Fair.
So she was like, shit, alright. The last place she could go, Aphrodite.
She went to his mummy.
Fifi herself.
She went to his mama.
But the crazy thing is, she didn't know that Eros had taken her. She thought Eros had stitched her up with an evil, ugly, disgusting little man. You know? Elon Musk.
The deceit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so, yeah, so when she found it, she was pissed. When she came in, she sent in her, she had little minions. She sent in her minions. They're called Sorrow and Sadness.
Wow.
Sent them in and started, and like tortured her. Yeah. Like ripped her clothing, like yeah.
Did lots of things.
Did just tortured her because she was so mad. And then they were like, then the final straw was like, right, if you want him back so badly, you have to do these impossible tasks. Well, she didn't say impossible tasks. She's like, you have to do these tasks. But she made them so that they would be impossible. So the first task, kind of like Hercules. So the first task was, she like threw out like a shit ton of seeds. Like different seeds, like grain, wheat, whatever seeds there were. Like think like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds.
I'm thinking of like bird seed mix. Yeah.
She threw out like bird seed mix. And then she's like, sort them out before dawn. Yeah. Put them in piles and sort them out before dawn.
Seeds are tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, and a shit ton of them in like a night. Impossible. So she was upset. She was crying. She's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And so she, as she was sorting them crying, an ant felt pity. They're like, oh, poor girl. This girl is the definition of fucking pretty privilege. She was like crying beautifully, and an ant. Fucking ant.
And I bet you he went down to his like whole colony, and they helped her out.
Exactly.
This pretty little thing really needs our help.
Yeah. And so that's what they did. They did a little, so they compiled all the seeds together. They helped out, and then Athena came back. Aphrodite. Little Miss Fifi came back and was like, oh, you're done. And she's like, yeah, I'm done. Fuming. Fucking pissed. She's like, right, well, in that case, your next task, you're going to go to Helios's sheep. Helios is the god of sun.
Mm-hmm.
He brings the sun. Yeah, you're going to go to his sheep. His murderous golden sheep. Highlighting murderous.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're going to collect wool from the sheep.
How much wool?
She didn't specify. She just said wool. She just said you need to bring back some wool.
Because
she knew. She
go
was like,
to a tree where like a bit of wool stuck on, be like, haha, got it.
girl, what the fuck?
Am I right?
Know? How did you know?
That's what I would do. I'm not going over to a fucking murderous sheep and being like, nah, I'm trying to find.
Shit.
I'm trying to find where they've rubbed it off.
Damn! Girl, you would be great in ancient Greece. You... The gods would love you.
No, they would hate me. They would hate me.
You'd be favoured by some, hated by some, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But she didn't think about it. She was about to go over, and a magical reed was like, psst, hey, psst, maybe don't go right now. Maybe wait till the sheep are sleeping, and then go collect the wool from the trees.
I wouldn't need a magical reed.
You don't need that magical reed.
I would just do it.
Girl.
Farm girl.
Crazy.
Farm girl. Moving sheep into another paddock. The bits of hair get stuck on like the wires.
See, I didn't know that. So I would be like Eros.
You'd be fucked.
Not Eros, Psyche. I'd be like.
You'd need me on like like a little angel on your shoulder.
You'd be my Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah. Hey, just get off the tree. It's all good. It's all good.
Girl, just wait till they sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the afternoon sun when they were sleeping, she goes and collects the wool from the trees. Like you said.
Yeah.
Girl. You would piss Aphrodite off.
I know I would.
So, she comes back and is like, here you go. Fifi's pissed. She's fucking pissed. So she's like, right. Next one. Right. Next. She wanted her to go to a dangerous river called the Styx.
The Styx, okay. Yep.
It's like black water. And when she got there, she just wanted a jar of water.
Black water's quite dangerous, isn't it? I think black water is really dangerous.
Yeah. Super.
I don't know why.
I know black sand's dodgy for your feet when it's hot.
But duh. No shit, Sherlock.
No. Hey,
but
it's just
black water.
I'm just thinking like Psyche, you know, that pretty privileged.
Black water, isn't it usually like very deep, or there's something to it?
Probably. I don't know.
Continue.
But so she got there, and when she got there, she realized not only is it like super slippery and dodgy, but there's a dragon that never sleeps that's guarding everything. So she's holding the jar and she's like, fuck, I'm done. Like, this is it. This is the last of it. I'm never going to get Eros back. Zeus, you know, seeing this beautiful mortal woman, felt pity.
Face up against a dragon for love?
Yeah. No, he would never. He would never. But he sent a little eagle down. Dun, 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 to pick up the jar.
I've seen those TikToks, so it's okay.
That's all I can think of. That's the sound that was playing as this eagle came down and picked up the jar and went and filled the jar up and brought it back to her. This bitch did nothing.
Pretty privileged.
It's honestly
fucking
pretty
privilege.
Yeah. She did nothing. She just like hung around, like hoped for the best and got the best. Like just got the best things. But wait till the final one.
There's 4 tests?
Yeah.
I thought there was only 3.
There's 4.
4.
Yeah. So she came back and gave her the jar, and Aphrodite was like,
This girl.
This bitch. She was like,
This girl.
I'm going to find a task that you can never come back from. So she says, right, you're going to go see Persephone, goddess of the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to go get a box of her beauty. Like a snippet of her beauty in a box.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so good old Psyche was like, right, well, the only way I can get into the underworld is if I die. Right? So she climbs a tower. She's sitting on the ledge about to like kill herself, and then the tower goes, psst, hey girl, you know you don't have to off yourself. Like, there is another way. And she's like, oh, okay, like, how?
And tell me more.
Tell me more, talking tower.
Yeah.
Although I shouldn't be surprised when magical reads and ants. Anyway.
Yeah.
Tell me more, magical tower. And so they're like, yeah, if you go to Sparta, there's a place, let me get this saying right. There's a place called Tenero. And that's the opening of the underworld. So all she needs is a ferry's wage to get the ferry across the water, and some bread to throw to the dogs. What are they called again? You know, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
The 3-headed dog.
Oh,
you know.
I don't remember.
I forgot to.
I'm really thinking Percy Jackson when they go through like the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, that's it. Like like that thing. So they do that. She goes through. She goes Cerberus. Cerberus, that's the dog. And gives him some bread. She sees Persephone and is like, hey babe, Aphrodite wants a snippet of your beauty. And she's like, okay, sure. I'll do anything for Aphrodite. Love that girl. So, like, puts it in a box and lets her leave with it. So she gets back, but as she's holding the box, she's like, right, she was just thinking about, like, she's curious what's inside the box, what it would look like, and, like, maybe a snippet of that beauty could, like, come onto her so that Eros would forgive her more. Or, like get a sense of that beauty more
so she
and
kind
forgive
of got
her.
selfish in a way. Yeah,
so
but she was already dropped dead gorgeous.
I know, but she thought that maybe this would help her get Eros back. So she opens the box and there's nothing in there. Nothing. But she suddenly feels sleepy and woozy until she falls asleep where she stands, never to wake up. But
Like Snow White.
yeah. Yeah.
Like Snow White.
Like Snow White, yeah. But
True Love's Kiss?
we'll see. Eros. He realizes, like, fuck, this whole trust thing, it's not, I love her so much, it's not worth it. I miss her, I'm gonna go find her, and we're gonna be together forever. And so he flies out and finds her sleeping forever. And so he goes there and he pulls the sleep from her eyes, puts it back in the box. And she wakes back up again. And he's like, I never want to lose you. Ever. And so they go to Zeus and ask Zeus for his blessing. And he gives it, the king! And he gives it. And so she drinks ambrosia, which is a way to make her immortal. And so they end up becoming, she becomes immortal. And they go back to the palace and they live out the rest of their lives together. Although they're immortal, so they, are together forever. And Aphrodite soon does not care about her because all the attention, everything is gone because people forget about her because she's gone off into this palace.
Yeah.
So now everyone's happy.
So
That's
the moral of
end.
the story is good things come to those who wait. If she just didn't try to pursue anything, she wouldn't have to go through all of that. If she just waited, he'd be like, I miss her.
But I don't think that's true. And I also think the moral of the story is trust in your partner and learn to forgive.
Yeah. Communication is key.
Yeah. Forgive to an extent. To an extent. But yeah, I thought it was a beautiful story.
That is a beautiful story. I always found like throughout the whole part of it was like Beauty and the Beast, a little bit of Snow White, a little bit of what is it, Aurora Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. I feel like
there's so many different parts that lots of Disney has taken from.
I think a lot of our society and everything, like a lot of stuff that we have, stories, is inspired by Greek / Roman.
Definitely. Especially Hercules.
Yeah. Really? I don't think so.
No.
I think that's the only one that...
No way.
Oh, well, cheers.
Cheers. Till next time.
Till next time. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Bye. 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 Bye.
A perfect pair.